Hi guys, so today I am going for a really tough squat session, aiming to do 250 kilos for 20 reps. My previous best is 16. Been a long time since I've gone for it. And I'm just kind of, today just got the little one. Alexa is running around at the moment, just kind of draining me, but it's just what it is. And I'm kind of just feeling a bit kind of nervous about it later. I've managed to get a chiropractic treatment today. I've got a bit of a tight lower left side to my back, so I wanted to get that treated before I go and do the squats later. So today's just all about kind of taking it easy, really. This monkey down here never makes... Alexa? Alexa? What are you doing? Say hi. Good girl. Who's that? Say hi to everyone. So she's got my rice down there. There's some rice that I'm about to cook. And we get the steak on in a bit. So meal number 2. Got to get 3 more meals in before training later. Trying to stay hydrated. Just drinking. I've got my morning potion from Team Affinity. It's Power Plus. Some plenty good stuff in there. It's got something called Pico 2 in there, which is supposed to help with endurance, really. Reps, creatine, beta-alanine and betaine. All good for strength and endurance. But the Pico 2 is something new that he's kind of put in, and it seems to be helping with my kind of recovery and endurance and training anyway. I'm going to sort of keep you guys updated as my day goes on. I'm going to go and have a look at the chiropractic treatment later. And yeah, it's just I've got to stay in today. I've got deliveries coming, so I wanted to take her out and tie her out, but Daddy will have to be the playground instead. So I'll probably be getting climbed on in between trying to eat meals. And then looking forward to the gym later. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Literally put her down for 1 second to put my steak on, and she's crying. Snotty kiss. Are you giving everyone else a kiss? Mwah. What about a kiss for Dada? Mwah. Good girl. Meal time, and look who's here scavenging. Are you trying to eat Daddy's food? You want some rice? Yeah, she pretty much tries to eat every one of my meals, so she's pretty much going to be a strong woman when she's older. Or a tennis player if we can help it. Or something like that. What are you doing? So yeah, just standard meal for me. Steak, rice, a few potatoes, knob of butter, lots of Himalayan rock salt. And just get the calories in. I won't force you guys to watch me eat, but yeah, the standard meal for me. Have 2 or 3 meals like this a day. And quite enjoy it actually. Steak and rice is fun. Are you trying to get up? All right, Alexa, say bye-bye. And then I'll pick you up. Say bye. Bye-bye. Good girl. So we're just at the chiropractic clinic now. It's really windy outside today. So I'm just going to stay in here until a bit closer to time, about 15 minutes early. But my back's a bit tight, so I just wanted to get a nice readjustment after just the hard training that we've been doing really for Europe's Strongest Man recently, I try and get chiropractic treatment once a week if I can. Sometimes more than that. Just depends how free the chiros are and how often I can get over. The guy I see is about an hour's drive from me, so it's not like just, you know, around the corner, but I do try and get over as much as I can. So, squats, 250 kilos for 20 reps. Why am I doing 20 reps is often a question I get asked. And it's a relevant question. You know, if you're focusing on powerlifting, then there's really no reason to do sets of 20. But in Strongman, often, if you think about the events that we do, it's often about repetition. I'm not just talking about squat, but truck pulling, you know, moving events, carrying things for distance, and creating that endurance and strength endurance in your legs plays massive bonuses to Strongman. I know so many people that are good at certain events, but they don't have the endurance to last a whole competition. So they could have their best event as the third event in a show, for instance, but they could have blown their load on the first few events, and then they just their performance goes down and they don't end up getting the result they want. Even though they are good at certain events, they can't recreate what they do in the gym in competition, because it's, you know, competition's taken a long time, or they're already tired from previous events. And those 20 rep squats were something that I did early on in my career. They really helped me. The last time I really kind of worked hard at them, I had a great showing at World's Strongest Man, but back when I was kind of a real underdog, I wasn't even expected to get through my group. I ended up winning my group and making the final. So they have great carryover. Obviously, you know, I've always loved squatting. You know, naturally strong in the legs. But when it gets tough, when you get to that kind of 12, 15, 16 rep point, that's when the mental strength kicks in. And that's what I'm trying to work at the moment. I feel like in the last few years, I've got a little bit lazy. I've sort of, you see what other people are doing, and you sort of, you know, with social media, it's easy to see what everyone else does, and we can all be criticized because of technique and stuff like that. And the one thing that got me good in the first place was just hard work. I used to get in the gym and push myself. And I kind of, you know, I like watching like Dorian Yates videos, Ronnie Coleman, watching some of the old kind of classic lifters that just got in the gym and worked hard. And when you're in a strongman contest and things are getting tough, you know, you've all got reps to beat, or say a rep event, you know, that mental toughness is what makes a difference. It's easy to do 3 or 4 reps, but when you're getting 10, 11, 12 with 300 plus kilos on your back, and someone else has done 13 and you've got to beat that, and you're dying at kind of 10, but you've got to keep pushing yourself, or like a carrying event where someone's gone 60 meters and you're at 30 and you're dying, but you know you've got to keep pushing, that mental strength has to be worked as well. You don't just kind of walk into a show being the toughest, you know, mentally strongest guy in the gym, in the contest. You've got to work at it and develop it over years. And that's what I'm trying to do, is get that toughness back that got me good in the first place. And it's hard, because doing that, you obviously, you know, increase risk of injuries and stuff like that. It's one of the reasons I'm trying to get my food in, my hydration, my chiropractic treatment, trying to prevent all those kind of things that can go wrong. My technique is so much better than it used to be on squats and deadlifts. You know, my first time I qualified for the final at World's Strongest Man, my technique on deadlifting was pretty awful, to be honest. And I've really had to work hard at improving that side of things. And I do feel like all round I'm much better now, but I've kind of lost that spark. And what I'm doing now is digging deep and trying to find it again, get that kind of inner belief that I'm still capable of achieving anything. I think when you're younger, you sort of have this naivety that you can do anything, and it's a great thing. As you get older, you sort of get defeats and you kind of have knockbacks, and, you know, the injuries that I've had and stuff like that, it knocks you back, and it's easy to settle into, okay, this is my standard and that's good enough. But I've kind of, you know, I've got a few more years doing this, and I don't want that to be enough. I want to achieve more, I want to push myself harder, and I want to look back in 2 or 3 years time when I decide to hang it up and say I gave 100%. So that's the reasoning behind the 20 rep squats. Let's make them happen. This week will be my last week of 20 reps, and then I've got 4 more weeks up until Europe's, where I bring the volume right down on squatting, and I'll be focusing more on the actual strongman events, you know, carrying drags and stuff like that we've got to do. But my legs feel really strong right now. I've done well, 8 weeks of training, but 4 weeks of 20 rep squats. So I do 1 week of 20s, and then the second week I have to have a back off week where I focus on sets of 7. I think if I went 20s week in, week out, it would destroy me. So not as young and don't recover as quick as I did. So yeah, that's the reasoning behind that. But come back and I'll go and get my treatment, and then we will head to the gym and warm up with some big kind of singles on squats, and then we will go for it. So I've just seen Angus, the chiropractor. He's done a load of muscle tests on me. I wasn't functioning very well at all. Both glute sides, left and right. Doing some of the tests, you know, I felt more than I normally do. I knew I hadn't been feeling great. I've walked out of there like a new man. Honestly, if you haven't had chiropractic treatment before by someone that knows how to deal with athletes, I kind of urge you to do it. I feel brilliant now. I'm looking forward to getting to the gym. I've been kind of sluggish and anxious all day, a bit worried. Now I just want to get to the gym and smash it. So, all that being said, let's go to the gym. Got about an hour's drive. Going to bang some music on loud, get a pre-workout in me, and then we squat.
Come on! Come on! This is the one! Rest. Come on! Let's go, come on! Here we go! Come on! Easy! Run! Come on! Strong start! Strong start! Yes, keep breathing, keep focused! Deep breaths! Again! Yes, again! Move as anything! Come on! Work it now, come on! Yes! Come on! Halfway! Come on! Come on! On the way home! On the way home! Let's go! Yes! Again! Come on, let's see it! Up! Come on! Come on! Too easy! Keep going! Up! How much you fucking want it? Again! Show everyone how much you want it! Yes! Come on! Too easy! More! Easy ones! Come on! Come on! Five and you're done! Five and you're done! Come on! Keep fucking going! Come on! Come on! Don't be fucking stop! Finish the fucking set! Come on! Come on, lads! Come on! Keep going! Keep going! Come on! One rep at a time! Come on! 2 little reps! Come on! Come on! Fucking finish the set! Come on! That's fucking quick! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yes! Here we go! Beautiful! Good man. Good man. How many times just watching?
Oh man, that was tough. 252 kilos for 20 reps on the safety bar. 7 years ago I attempted it and I only got 16. So really, really pleased. The guys at Pro Strength were so supportive and helped me. Rich, the owner. If you get a chance to come down to Swindon, make sure you train at Pro Strength Fitness. Best gym in the area.
I'm just over the moon with that. It's been a long time coming. Legs are feeling absolutely shattered now. I'm gonna go and get shaken me in about 10 minutes when my kind of heart rate kind of finally comes down. Get home, get some food, and go to sleep. 4 more weeks of training for Europe's Strongest Man. That's all my heavy squats done. Now we're just gonna focus on events. Keep coming back to check the page. Gonna follow us all the way up till Europe's. But thank you for all the support, guys. Give us a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and comment and let me know what you thought of the 20 rep set. Take it easy.